Hey again everybody, I'm back. Welcome to our frequently asked question video number 2 on Bona RollGuard. This one has to do with more what I'd call extraneous application issues. So the first question is, when using Bona RollGuard, is it necessary to put down building paper or asphalt paper over the RollGuard before I install my flooring? And the answer to that one is no. Actually, RollGuard is taking the place of that vapor retarder that you'd usually get with your asphalt paper or the building paper, and it performs better. Unlike building or asphalt paper that can tear before, during, or after installation and mess up your working lines, when you put down RollGuard, it provides that uninterrupted layer of continuous film protection. So it's going to take, whether it's plywood, OSB, AdvanTech, any of your types of approved wooden subfloors, and provide a vapor retarder up to 20% moisture content in those surfaces to protect just against that moisture coming up too quick and affecting your flooring. With RollGuard, again, if I come in, I take the readings on my flooring, it's at 8%, but my subfloor is at 18%, I can go ahead and apply RollGuard over the top of it at 400 to 500 square feet per container, and I'm ready after it's dried to go ahead and install my flooring. You can't do that with building paper or asphalt paper. So skip those products, put down RollGuard, and you'll be in a much better situation to start. Can I apply Bona RollGuard over those sealed high-performance wooden subfloor systems? Absolutely. RollGuard can be applied as a vapor barrier over those types of products, but first, because they're sealed and we really need some porosity for RollGuard to sink in, get a good grab onto that surface, we're going to want to open that surface back up with 60 grit paper, probably just on our power drive or even just our FlexiSand buffer. Vacuum off, any dust, any residual dust, get the floor good and clean. Then we're going to go ahead and put our RollGuard on, and that will ensure that we've got a good bite into that, and so that our adhesive can also then bite into the RollGuard, which has good adhesion also to the subfloor, especially those advanced type sealed systems. And again, we should be ready to roll from there with our installation. Can I use Bona RollGuard to encapsulate old cutback adhesive if I tear up a floor? Not just with RollGuard, but with anything else, any new system you're putting over the top, you're always rolling the dice to apply those types of products over the top of those old residues. A lot of times the old adhesive residues get more brittle, so you can usually scrape them off and they're kind of exploding off the floor. But we don't want to take that chance. I mean, I wouldn't want to. If it fails, then what you're looking at is pulling up that floor again at your cost, reinstalling it. Now any profitability on that job is just blown through the roof. So best practice, mechanically remove any and all adhesive residue, including cutback adhesive. Scarify the surface if you need to. You might need to shot blast it or simply sand it with, again, a buffer and some type of diamond system. That's the best way to ensure you're going to get great performance, not only from your RollGuard, but the adhesive going on top and your flooring going on top of that. Next question is about my working lines. With RollGuard going down, am I still going to be able to see those through RollGuard? Absolutely. We've tested this out with both blue and red chalk lines, fully visible through the RollGuard film after it's dried, actually even when it's drying. Once I put it down on my wooden subfloor or on my concrete subfloor, put RollGuard over it, those are locked in. They're not going to move, not going to get smudged, so you get nicer, crisper lines that aren't going to get put out of whack by having something else on the floor other than Bona RollGuard. So if you're looking at your concrete slab and it looks really glossy, probably indicating that it's been hard-troweled or sealer or curing agent has been applied to it. Can you apply RollGuard directly over the top of that? Definitely not. We need the concrete, and this again is with any product out there, not just RollGuard, but the concrete needs to be at a certain level of porosity because these types of products want to penetrate a little bit to give them that good grab over those concrete surfaces. So you need porosity, and you want kind of a surface level, or what they call a CSP, a concrete surface profile of 3, which equals a light broom finish. To test porosity, sometimes you can just do a simple water drop test where you're taking water and dropping it on certain areas of the floor. If it soaks in, that means the floor is porous, not sealed, doesn't have curing compounds in it. But if it beads up on top like water on a wax car, it's sealed or it's hard-troweled. Anyway, you don't have the right porosity. You may need to diamond abrade that, shot blast it. You may even have to do an official porosity test like ASTM F3191 just to make sure that this concrete surface, because they can really differ one floor to another, is set up right so that you can have good success when applying not only your roll guard but also the adhesive and the flooring over the top of that. All right, so here is a very important question because we're putting down Bona RollGuard as either our moisture barrier sealer or as a vapor retarder if we're working on wooden subfloors. But does the wood flooring still need to be acclimated? Absolutely, there's no shortcuts from this important aspect of putting in your flooring. While RollGuard can prevent issues from excess moisture coming up and affecting your flooring, you still need to acclimate it to proper expected living conditions. So there's two steps, right? Always. First is you get the subfloor ready for the flooring, and number two is you get the flooring ready for the room. And if you do that, you and your moisture barrier or vapor retarder and flooring should live happily ever after. All right, so that's all the questions I think we've got on kind of extraneous application issues. But thanks for watching and thanks for your interest in Bona RollGuard.